Hi everyone, it's Jocelyn here. Welcome back to my channel. This channel's for all things Bring Back Paper. It's a whole thing. Check out the details below and come and join the free Bring Back Paper Facebook group. What I'm doing today, as you can see, is I'm circling. I haven't done this for a while, a little bookshelves tour, and I've just been reorganising all of my shelves, so it feels like a good time to pop on and say hi. I'm just going to go straight through. Top shelf. At the moment, this is like my crime and thriller section. So I have, as you can see, all these on here. This one is 3 deep. So let me just try and get a little bit further in. This could go wrong. These could all just fall in a second. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So yeah, I've got some more behind there. Ooh. More behind there. So behind there, I think I've got some Joe Nesbo's and some Peter James books. And then I'm just going to pull you back a little bit. And then as you can see, a load of Ella Griffiths books, some Kate Ellis, Mary Higgins Clark. So this shelf is my go-to when I fancy like a crime, a mystery, a thriller, that kind of thing. Let me just see if I can pop them all back up kind of neatly, I think. So yeah, I haven't read any of those. When I read crime and thrillers, I don't keep them. They're always passed on, usually to my mum. She loves a crime and thriller book. So yeah, that's what I've got up there. Next shelf down. This one is kind of, there's some literary fiction in here. There's some kind of thrillery things. What else? I've got a bit of historical back here, some classics. So this shelf, as you can see, is only 2 deep, which I think is a win. And it also means I've got loads of space to put some more on. So if I can try and, I've got a couple of, I just bought this one, The Witches Salem, and then I've had this one for a while, which I was delighted to discover just when I was doing my shelves out, because I'd forgotten it was there. I bought it years ago. It was back in one of the shelves. But we're planning to go to Salem this year, so I will definitely be reading those either before or when we are heading over to Massachusetts. Then a few classics. The classics I do keep. So some of those I will have read, some of them I have not read yet, but I'll keep those. And then, yeah, so I've got some books back here. Let me just move these over so you can see. Not read any of these yet. I have had a good sort out though this morning, which is why I have been moving everything around and sorting things, because I had some books on my shelves that I've had for ages, and you know what? I'm passing them on. I know. You think I'd just cling on to them, but it gets to the point where I think, well, that's not going to work. Where I think they've been on there ages. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I might want to pick it up one day, but the chances are I'm going to acquire another 30 books before I pick that up. So I'm just going to be strong and have a little bit of a clear out. So I'll be passing them on, most likely to my mum. She doesn't really read, which is where we're going down on the next shelf now. She doesn't really read romance. So my romance books, my daughter often read these with me, and I also pass them on to my nephew's girlfriend. She's just got back into reading. She's loving it, and she's enjoying some romance and some of the sort of funnier ones that are around at the moment. So I'm passing some of those on to her as I read them. So on this shelf, this is like all romancy stuff. These, I haven't read any of these. So these are all new. No, I've had those for a little while, I think, maybe. But I think the rest of them are new, acquired very, very recently. I tell you where I got a lot of them from. Sorry, I know you just see my hand there. I got a lot of them from Vinted. Don't forget Vinted for buying your books, people. Hang on, what have I got back here? So I've got some, I still haven't read those. I feel like you've seen those before. But I do like them. I just have to be in the mood for like paranormal romance. But I do like them, and then they're ready for me. Let's move these over. Whoop. So some of these are more like, I call them cozy romance. That's what I call them. A couple of Christmas books in the corner there already. I have read that Tessa Bailey Christmas book, but I loved it. So I'm keeping that, and I'll read it again this coming Christmas with other Christmas reads. It's the only one I've read though. I haven't read any of these other ones. Well, this doesn't look like it's going to go well for me, does it? They're all collapsing. I don't know why I'm so determined to put them back in this order. Well, I'm going to. I'm not going to. I mean, I will, obviously, when I've finished. Next shelf. So these books here, I have read all of these. So you will have seen quite a lot of these before. All back here. I mean, I won't pull them all out, but basically all of the back row of books on this shelf are Julia Quinn's. These are Julia Quinn's. You will probably know her from Bridgerton. These are the Bridgerton books. But then she's done many other books. I have everything that she has written. So I've got all of those, which I do reread from time to time. I haven't for a while, actually. I really like these here by Talia Hibbert. I enjoyed those ones. And then I have recently, and by recently, I mean I finished this one last night. I have just read these by Becca Mann. I don't know why I slept on them for so long. I'd seen them in the works. Not that one, but these three. So if you're in the UK, I saw those three. And I'd seen them a few times and I was like, yeah, I might pick them up. And I think one of them might have been on my book wish list for a while. Loved them. I'm in a book hangover situation today. So if you like a romance book, these are based around... they're like sports. Well, yeah, they are. They're a lot of the main characters are NHL ice hockey players. But I enjoyed those. They're funny. They made me laugh out loud. I enjoyed them. So I'm keeping those. And then this shelf down here, this one used to be higher up. So I used to have all of the like non-fiction stuff higher up. But I didn't want it. I didn't want it eye level. So I've moved it down. And so there's like a mixture in here of like some travel books, some self-care kind of books, quite a few skincare books. I enjoy my skincare. Some food and nutrition ones. And then some breast cancer and menopause related ones. It's related to my treatment. And then I just picked these up. My daughter made me get these. These were like, they were like £1 each. I can't even remember now, but they were maybe even cheaper. So I picked those up, and there was one other one in the set, which was conspiracy theories, which she instantly snaffled up. She loves a deep dive in a conspiracy theory. She's got that one. Whether she'll read the other ones, they'll probably scare her. So I'm going to say she probably won't, but I will. I do like horror and things. I used to love like true stories like this and true crime stories. I remember when I was like younger, I was going to say little. Well, I was probably younger than my daughter is now though. My nan used to buy me like true crime. That's the kind of relationship we had, like a true crime, like a serial killer series that was out at the time. Do you remember those? Do they still do those? Let me know in comments. Where they'd release them each week and then you'd get them and then you put them all in a binder. Do you know what I mean? Like a magazine kind of thing. I don't know if it was weekly or monthly or whatever. But anyway, she bought them for me. And I enjoyed them. And then on this shelf also is just where I keep my ridiculous part. I mean, why do I need all these bookmarks? I only ever read one book at a time. At most, I'd have 2 books at a time. 1 fiction, 1 non-fiction. I just like having bookmarks. And in actual fact, my daughter grabbed one of my books last night and then was like, I need a bookmark. So she ran in here and got one. She has many upstairs, but that was too far for her. There's my little reading light. I do need my reading light. My eyes are not doing so well as I age. So I need my reading light of a night. And then I keep there the book that I am reading at the moment. At the very bottom of these shelves, I have cookbooks, gardening books, that kind of thing. That is all of the shelf as I stand up. And then I have just got... I have another bookshelf over here. The stuff that's all lower down is like notebooks and Happy Mail stuff, stationery supplies, that kind of thing. But my top 2 shelves, I have everything that Eloisa James has ever written. So I've read all of those. I keep those. And then down here, I have, let me see, I have everything that Elsie Silver's written, including this came last week. That's a new one. I enjoyed it. Read that last week. Yeah, that's all of hers. Got the Lila Sage ones. I think the 4th one's coming out next month, so I'm waiting for that. Similarly with these are all like cowboy ones. And then back here, is it focusing? It's trying to focus on Elsie Silver, isn't it? Let me move her. Oh, it's one of those, isn't it? Anyway, back here are my Sarah McLean books. So yeah, I have everything she's written. I'll go all in. That's what I would say to you folks. Once I really like an author, as I do with Sarah McLean, obviously, Eloisa James, Julia Quinn, you've seen that, Elsie Silver. I just get everything that they've written. Because you've got to, haven't you? I'm just moving you back. You've got to. If you enjoy one, I need to tidy that back up. Look now. You don't need to be here for that. So yeah, that's all of my books currently. I mean, I've just cleared them out. On my floor right now, underneath me that you cannot see, I have some piles of books that I'm going to pass on. I would say I've got 30 or 40 books surrounding my feet. So I've had a good clear out today. So it's a good time to jump on and chat with you about it. And you know what? I'm thinking, oh, they look a little bit bare now. I am expecting a few more from Vinted. And by a few more, I think we all know what I mean is about 20. So I will have some more books to put on here soon. Because we don't want them to look bare, do we? And that's it. That's all of my books. I would love to hear from you. If you've seen any of your favourites on here, if there's any that you're curious about that you want me to share a little bit more about. Have you read any of these? Let me know. Love having book chat with you. So yeah, feel free to book chat with me in the comments. And I will see you next week. Bye everyone.